ordered to restore their gas. For months, we've been bringing you stories of families and business owners denied natural gas service, used as pawns in a fight between New York and National Grid.
Well, now Governor Cuomo has told National Grid they need to get more than 1,100 customers back online. And now we demanded answers, and now there is dramatic action. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has been on this story from the beginning. She is here now with more. Marcia.
Well, Maurice and Christine, sometimes talking truth to power works. In this case, Governor Cuomo took swift action to help more than 1,100 small business owners and residential customers in Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. But National Grid is not off the hook. There will be a new investigation into corporate negligence, and the energy company could be on the hook for millions of dollars in fines. They were pipeline pawns. The owner of a Vietnamese restaurant in Bensonhurst.
Every night I cannot even sleep because, I think about the restaurant, no gas, and my dream, my future, gone.
A Park Slope homeowner.
We have nowhere to go. Our lease is up in a month. We have no more money left. So we need to move into our house.
The United Chinese Association in Bensonhurst, where without gas, 500 seniors won't be fed.
Not just I'm angry, the senior citizen, they are angry too.
And the owner of Il Pozzo Wine Bar and Kitchen in Lynbrook.
I mean, we can't afford to be closed for a day.
Now they could be pipeline victors. The State Public Service Commission ordering National Grid to immediately connect natural gas lines for 1,157 residential customers and small business owners denied hookups under a moratorium declared by the company as it fights with the state over building a new pipeline. Some 3,700 customers have been denied service. State officials tell CBS 2 the ones getting the service immediately are those whose service was inactive for one reason or another. Turned off to do renovations, for example. But the state also ordered National Grid to make investments in energy efficiency and take demand-reducing measures that may allow the company to provide service to many more people who were told, no gas for you. How did this come about? Well, quite simply, I demanded answers of Governor Cuomo. I wonder what you say to people who, like residents who can't have open their apartments and their homes because they turned off the gas to do renovations, and now National Grid won't let them turn it back on.
No utility company should be doing that.
So what are you going to do about it? Cuomo's answer came today. In addition to the immediate hookups, the governor asked the State Department of Public Service to determine whether the company was negligent, didn't plan for the gas needs of customers this winter, failed to anticipate demand. They're facing millions of dollars in fines. Make no mistake, New York will hold National Grid accountable, Cuomo said in a statement. Or as the governor said when I originally asked him about it,
if you're saying that there are current gas clients who are being denied gas, that's a health and safety violation.
Now, there was no response from National Grid by the time we went on air, so we don't know if they will comply with the order. If they don't, state officials say they'll face a tough fight. I also asked a spokesman for the governor about whether National Grid could be replaced, lose its monopoly because of what's happened. I was told it's just too early in the process to tell. Christina Maurice.
It just takes nerve for a company to do something like this, doesn't it? And not only that, they are yet to respond to any of your requests for comment over months, right?
We have requested interviews, and they keep saying they're not doing interviews as they negotiate with the Public Service Commission. So we're back to them. We'll be asking them, and if I have to, we'll go to their house, we'll go to their offices.
Whatever it takes.
I'll be there.
I know. Great work here, Marcia.
Thank you.
Thank you. People appreciate that.